Good morning, welcome to a September vlog. I am getting ready for work. It is currently 6:55 in the morning. I'm a bit late. I did wake up super early today because I wanted to go to the gym, so I did end up going to the gym. I'm starting this vlog super late into the month because I just didn't get around to filming my cameras. Like, the battery thing has been a freaking nightmare. My spare batteries run out literally in no time, so I've been having a few issues because I've been wanting to film and I'll carry my camera with me to work, thinking I can vlog in the car and stuff, but every time I go to turn it on, the freaking thing is off. So been struggling a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a charger next to my bedside and just make it a point to charge it every night. I'm gonna start setting some discipline. It's been a freaking nightmare, but yeah, life's been busy because, I mean, you guys know mom was here, so I was busy with her, just with some last minute shopping and stuff that she wanted to do, so a bit busy on that front. She left yesterday. It is 13th of September today. She left yesterday, and she reached yesterday as well, which is great, but because of the time difference, she reached this morning. So when I woke up to go to the gym, like a few minutes before that, she messaged saying she had reached home and everything was good, so really glad. I did about 50 minutes in the gym. I did like 25 minutes on the treadmill and then a few leg exercises. I feel like I want to do so much more, but I feel like I just ran out of time because I need to go to work. And I kind of was debating if I actually want to go to the gym today because I had a really early morning yesterday and I was like, oh, should I just rest and then maybe go tomorrow? But I was like, I'll never get around to being, okay, today is a great day. Like, you know, I just need to make sure that I push myself, get it done. It's out of the way if it's in the morning. I get really tired in the evenings and I just don't have any energy to go. Like, I'll come home and I'll be like, okay, I'll go in a little bit. And then by the time that little bit time passes, oh, I'm like, no, I can't do it. So both my husband and I go in the mornings, but we take separate cars because I have to go to work and he can push it for a little bit longer. He works from home for the most part and he likes to take a shower there, and I hate the showers there. So it is a pretty small gym, to be honest, but I really like it. But also the showers are just kind of crap. So I feel like when someone else is showering, you definitely don't get the hot water, which to me is like a no-no. So I went for some shopping yesterday. I went to Kmart. I wanted to get like a cleanser from Mecca, so I got the cleanser from Mecca. And then I went to Kmart because everyone's been talking about this Marc Jacobs dupe for, I think it's the, what is that called? I think it's called a tote bag. And there is like a canvas tote now available at Kmart, and everyone's been comparing it to the Marc Jacobs one, and they're like, oh, it's a dupe. And so I went to Kmart yesterday to have a look and see if I could find it. I went around like 5 times in that purse aisle and I couldn't freaking find it. I was like, has it been sold out already? Like, what the hell? This is what takes so long. I swear to God, like doing the skincare and then waiting for the skincare to freaking absorb. It's 7 o'clock already. Now I don't have that much time. I still need to dry my hair. Oh. Going back into the fan. Hopefully speed up the freaking process. I have some really major deadlines coming up at work. And by major, I mean tomorrow. So I've got a jam-packed day today and it's Wednesday, so Wednesdays are fully booked with meetings. It is so counterintuitive. I feel like Wednesdays are just a freaking write-off. Like, honestly, it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating, and it's so annoying. Like, everybody goes to work on a Wednesday and I'm like, why? Just take another day. Like, I feel like organizations need to come together and decide, okay, well, this will be our day, and you know, we're gonna have everyone in the office on this day. Like, I don't think it's very relevant for city because like everyone takes the public transport to city, so it's fine. But like other locations, surely you can make it work. Like, just have a different day for everyone to be in the office, so there's not a lot of traffic on the road. Like, it's so annoying. And then even with our company, like, not everyone goes in the 3 days that they're required to. People pick and choose. Like, they go in 2 days, you know, their business unit day, and then the actual official day that everyone needs to be in the office. But because I'm part of the people and culture team, you know, we're supposed to set the example. We're required to go 3 days, which is really annoying. I feel like it's just so unfair to the rest of us. If not everyone is going into the office, then why the fuck should we go as well? But here we are. I'm in a mood. Also, I wanted to update a little bit on my role change, because I feel like at one point in time, like, that's all I spoke about, and I feel like for those invested, if anyone, I should potentially update you on what's been happening in the new role, if I've been liking it or not. Let's dig in. So the new role, where do I even freaking begin? I feel like I'm struggling, and that's more so because I don't think I was quite expecting the role to be what it is. Okay, not to blow my own horn, but I was really thriving in the previous role that I was in, which was a talent acquisition partner. I was really thriving in that role. And I feel like because this is such a different role, and because I'm not very experienced in it, and I know once you gain the experience, things get better, but because I'm not very experienced in it, I'm struggling. I think I started in July, so July, August, we're in September, so it's been 2.5 months. And frankly, the nature of the role is not quite what I expected. It's not bad, but it's also not my vibe. It's quite a lot of planning and like project scoping and stuff like that, and I really, in theory, really love it, but I'm not experienced, or like I haven't done it before. So for me, it's such a new area to explore, and I feel like it's not, like, I'm not super set up for success. Like, for example, I've been putting together a cost versus benefit analysis and stuff for a particular project that we have ongoing in the business for quite some time now. And I'm trying to put this piece together, but there's so many nuances to it, and like every time I do something, like there's more feedback on it. And while feedback is great, and I do appreciate it, I fail to understand if that feedback is going to have sort of a negative impact. Because, you know, to me, when I get feedback and constant, I'm like, okay, well, that's a performance concern. And I am not super comfortable in asking my manager if that is the case. And I don't want to open a can of worms, which I can't really super deal with. So I'm a little like, And even if that's not a concern, like I'm thinking I got exceeded expectations from in my previous financial year review. With whatever is happening now, like will I still, like I'm gonna get a meets expectation? And like to me that's a step backwards. I was pushed for this role and I'd flagged that it wasn't of interest to me at the time, when my manager had originally recommended it to me. But for some reason he saw something which I am really, even at that point in time, I wasn't seeing, and I'm still struggling to see given the recent happenings. Like when I started, I was thriving because I was still sort of in my comfort zone, and I'm not so much right now, and it's fine. Now that everything has gone back to normal, I have time to sort of improve myself, and which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like I'm going to try and find some resources to help me succeed in the role, because I do absolutely want to succeed in this role. But yeah, like it's a bit off-putting, because then I'm like, maybe I want to look elsewhere, you know? But I'm comfortable here for the most part. Got some amazing colleagues and friends. Like, I don't want to go down that path if I don't have to. So that's where I am. Sad. Oh, it's 7:10. What the hell? Oh, I need to do my brows, and I am so, like, I'm itching to pluck them, but I want to get them professionally done. So I'm waiting. I don't know when I'll be able to go, but on the agenda of many, many things. All right, I'm going to quickly finish getting ready so I can actually leave, hopefully relatively soon, but I will check in a little bit later. Bye. Hello, I am back from work. It's still the same day. Surprise. I added, this is the Shein lipstick that I'm wearing, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I put it on while I was at work, probably before lunch, and I love it. Anyway, I've just got home. I feel like I'm falling sick. I did have a little bit of a tickle in my throat last night, and then also today, like the whole day, I've just been struggling. I'm a little bit sniffly, and my ears are also hurting, so definitely think I'm falling sick. I've just got home and I thought I would make some tea for me, so I've just done that. I do like to let it steep for a little bit, so I'll continue to do that. But this is the tea that I use. This is you get this at the Indian store. I haven't seen it in Coles or Woolies, but this is the Wag Bakri masala chai tea bags. I do make like the traditional one that I showed in my last vlog, but the days where I want it to be super quick and I just want something really good, and Indians love masala chai, so these tea bags are absolutely fantastic for that. They have ginger, they've got cloves, they've got cinnamon, and then cardamoms as well. I don't know if there is anything else, but it's literally the best Indian tea that I've had in the form of a tea bag. It's so freaking, oh, here, it's got everything listed at the back door. So it's got cardamom, clove, black pepper, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and long pepper. Now, I don't typically put all of that in my normal tea when I make it at home. I just normally do like ginger, and I'll do a little bit of mint and a little bit of lemongrass. But these are additional stuff that they add, and it really tastes amazing. I normally do 2 tea bags, and the best way to make it is actually two tea bags in a cup. If you like sugar, then add the sugar in, put a little bit of milk, and then heat that up in the microwave, and then add in your hot water, because the milk, warm milk, definitely adds flavor to this, and because it sort of kind of boils in the microwave, it just enhances the flavor so much of the tea. I absolutely love it. And because I like mine to be a little bit darker, I do 2 tea bags, but I'm going to have this just to sort of help me for like a little bit with my throat. In the morning I had coffee and then I went to the gym, and then as I was leaving for work I picked up a cup of green tea. As in, not picked up, I literally made green tea and I took it with me and I had it in my drive to work, or during my drive to work, and then I refilled it, and that's kind of been something that I've been sipping on throughout the day to sort of again help me with that. And then the green tea that I had was the one that I had got from India. It's got tulsi and everything, and it was really good. It's delicious actually. It's very refreshing to drink, so hoping that helps and hoping this helps. And then I do have to go into work tomorrow, but I am going to play it by the ear and have a look in the morning, see how I'm feeling, and then decide if I want to go or not. That's where I'm at. I'm going to have something to eat with this, and then figure out what I want to do for the rest of the evening. But I thought I would just quickly share my obsession with this tea. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. And if you're someone that enjoys Indian tea, chef's kiss. I love it. My husband's not a big fan, but the way I make it, he really likes it. So if you want me to make it and film that, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to do so. I forgot to say, so all the 100 tea bags don't come open in this. They come in little packets of, I think they're 25. I think they come, it's either 4 packets of 25 tea bags or 5 packets of 20 tea bags in each little packet like this. So it's really good because then the tea stays fresh for longer. And I normally, when I open up a packet like that, I will normally pop it into like a container like that, and it's airtight, so it stays fresher again, but the smell's so good. Can I just say how incredible this formulation is? This is the Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink in the shade Peachy. I put this on in the morning. I touched it up once in the afternoon. I didn't really need it, but I just felt like I wanted to touch it up, and it stayed all day. And by touch up I mean like probably did like half a touch up. It's so freaking good. It stains your lips, it's sticky, but then it doesn't sort of transfer a lot and stuff. It's so good. I'm gonna go pick up more shades, but I love this. If you haven't gotten your hands on it, go grab some. So I've just gotten home. I've given you a little bit of a clip on my lips and my white hair, but we are actually heading out for dinner. We're going to this place called Mathura in Dungabi, and they've got some really great egg kottu that I really love. So we're hoping to have that for dinner tonight. And then veggie roti if they have it, but usually during this time they don't. But yeah, it's Thursday. We're going. Bruno is a bit anxious that we're leaving, but it's fine. And then I'm gonna go to Kmart and try and find this freaking canvas tote that everyone's been talking about, which is a dupe for the Marc Jacobs one. So I'll let you know if I get it, but there is one in Blacktown, so I'm hoping they still have it in stock when we actually get there. So let's see. All right, I'm back from my little Kmart trip. A couple of things. It was a very disappointing evening. We went to this restaurant called Mathura, which I told you guys about, and we've been going there for years, at least about 6 to 7 years. And it was run by this really old auntie, and it's basically Sri Lankan, Indian food, like all, you know, things combined. And she ran it for years. We've been going there for years. We know her, and we see her all the time. Now, we hadn't been there in a while, and we went today, and we came to know that the place has been sold, which was quite like a bit sad. I mean, we get it, like she was old and she's still working there, but the place has now been sold. And then we had the food regardless, but it was so mediocre, like didn't live up to its mark, so we're gonna have to find a new place now. But besides that, I also bit off my lipstick because I was chewing on my lips because I was bored. Anyway, we then went to Kmart to find that Maya tote, or like the tote that is a dupe for the Marc Jacobs one. Anyway, mind you, I had looked up the stock before we went, and we went there and they didn't have it. We asked this lady, now this is the Kmart in Blacktown, and we asked this lady if there was anything, or if this space was in stock, like where could we find it. and we had looked at the purse aisle, like we went through it twice. She was so not bothered. She just stood there and she's like, oh, that's just the purse area, and if it's not there, we don't have it. And then she went back to her conversation with her colleague. I'm sorry, do you call it customer service? Because that was pretty pathetic. I don't have a high standard. Like, I've worked in retail for such a long time and I have sympathy and all heart for retail people, but like, some respect to your customer, some acknowledgement for your customer query. Like, take a round for courtesy. Like, it's not gonna kill you, right? But yeah, no, she was just like, oh, it's just gonna be there. No, it's not. And we stood there and we looked at the stock, and guess what? It said that they had it in stock, but she didn't want to look. We even tried calling in the morning. My husband tried calling in the morning, and not morning, sorry, afternoon, and nobody picked up the phone. Overall, pretty shit experience. Like, I don't tend to go out on Thursday nights. I'm here trying to get my makeup off and I'm just chatting away. I'm using the Glow Your Mind Cleansing Balm, which is from Soap and Glory. So I was trying this in the store and it was so good. Anyway, I finished my Body Shop one, which I quite liked. I just don't like the container. I don't like tin cans, and it didn't quite work with my nails, and it's just not great. But anyway, yep. So overall, not a great night. We didn't get the food that we wanted. We also had a shit experience as customers, and the retail giant that we have and that we love, Kmart. Like, I'm obviously going to continue to go to Kmart, but that was just quite disappointing. That's all. Oh, immediately melts. Gotta love that. By the way, I was quite up close and personal, but I've had this makeup on for 12 plus hours. I left home at 7:15 this morning, or 7:20, and it is currently 10:10, and it's still going. And my camera is flashing, so it's all, like, finally run out of battery. For the first time, it's lasted a little bit, but I'm gonna put that on charge. I'm also not gonna let this vlog go on forever because I've been doing that and it's just, the footage is just piling, so yep. But I'm gonna take this makeup off. I am going to call it a day and I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully wake up in time for gym tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a good night. If this thing dies on me, I'm gonna let it die on me. It's fine. Good morning. It is 5:10. I woke up at 4:30. I'm getting ready for the gym. I do like to have my coffee before I leave, so it took me a while. Hubby's already gone. We take our separate cars anyway because I like to come back a little bit early, but I'm a little late today, so let's see what time I come back. But I'm gonna head off and I will check in after. I just want to go back to bed, to be honest. I'm so tired. I'm just back from the gym. It is 7 o'clock almost. It's 6:57. I did it. So I did a 2-kilometer walk on the treadmill, and I love the treadmill because it gives you like, it just syncs with your watch and it sort of tracks in the activity app. You can connect it with like Apple Watch and Samsung as well. And then I spent a lot of time on strength training today. It was arms day. It's my favorite because I do have chunky arms, so I love doing arms because it's like definitely a problem area along with everything else, but this one more so. But yeah, it felt so good because like normally I would go and I wouldn't have enough time because I'd have to go to work, but like today was so good. It's about 7 o'clock. I still need to take a shower and do my prayers and stuff like that. My husband's taking a shower at the gym. I just prefer to come home and take a shower and get ready and then do my prayers and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But before that, I'm making protein shakes. I'm using this one. This is from Aldi. We got it a while back, I think, but this is the custard filled cinnamon donut. It is quite it's very grainy, so I don't actually like it a lot, so we're trying to finish it. It tastes okay, it's not too bad, but I'm going to add in the cacao powder. This is from Costco. And then I'm also going to add this maca powder. I think this might be from Costco as well, I'm not too sure. My husband takes both of these powders, and last time he made the protein shake for me, he mixed everything in and it tasted really good. So that's probably one way to bear this because it's so grainy. I'm gonna quickly make that, but I thought I would quickly show you how I make the protein shake when I do actually have it. But yeah, I feel so good, I feel so great. It's done, it's out of the way. I can have the Friday evening to myself and not feel guilty about not going to the gym. I definitely want to make this a thing, and hopefully I can have results to show for as well. So while I'm trying to get myself and my life into a routine, I'm also going to spend the weekend finding like healthy recipes that I can do to go with the gym, just to sort of make sure that I'm not like wiping out all the work that I've done in the gym by eating unhealthy. So it's going to be like, we need to find ways that we can eat better as a family. But yeah, I'm so excited. Goods have been secured. I'm having my coffee. It's really warm. It's hitting the spot and it's making me feel better. Plus, for my headache, I realized I've got some Nurofen on my desk, so I'm going to have that as well because I do have a meeting at 3 o'clock. It is currently 2:30. So I'm just going to do some research, work on something else, because I do anticipate working over the weekend. So I'm going to do something else and take my mind off of this thing that is not working, and then join my meeting and then probably call it a day at that point, and then take a nap because I really just want a nap. Either I want to curl up, watch TV and rest, or I just one or the other. Like, I just want to not be working basically. But yes, the coffee is making me feel so much better, and I'm going to be more productive. I'm going to take my mind off of this thing and I'm going to move it to a different one. I have been listening, or I'm trying to listen to some podcasts. So this morning I was listening to, let me pull it up. So this guy, the Mindset Mentor, and his name is, oh my god, what? Okay, so I listened to this guy on Spotify, and when I was at the gym, so when I'm on the treadmill, I like to watch something because they've got like a wireless charger and you can hook your phone up there and you can, while you're walking, you can watch. And then when I'm doing other things in the gym, so like strength training or whatever, I previously was listening to music, but this morning I was like, you know what, let me listen to a podcast. So this is the one that I was listening to. So this is the Mindset Mentor, and the speaker is Rob Dial. I'll put all the information in the description box, and I listened to 2 episodes today. I listened to one on how to be productive. He spoke about like to-do lists and having one on you at all times, and then crossing things off as we go, which I think, it's a huge sense of accomplishment when that happens. And then the other thing that he said was like the first thing on your to-do list is the one that you tackle first, because I think his analogy was no one likes to eat a frog, so eat the frog first, which is, the first task is typically going to be the hardest and probably the most important one, to tackle that first, because then everything else becomes easier and you have a greater sense of accomplishment, yada yada yada. So I listened to that, and the other one that I listened to, I guess I wasn't paying too much attention. The other one that I listened to was Get Shit Done. So he shared 6 habits to increase productivity, and there were a couple of things that he mentioned, something about working out 15 minutes, like doing at least a 15-minute workout, because it refreshes your mind, it makes you focus, and when you come back to the task at hand, like you feel very motivated and you get that done really, really quick. So one of the key takeaways that I had from that was, you know, being like moving about and getting shit done, as it says. The other thing was silencing your notifications. So I think we get so caught up with our phones. You know, if say someone's tagged you on Instagram and you're like, oh my god, who is it? Someone's replied to you, or someone's commented on your post and you're quick to check, you've got an email and you're like, oh my gosh, what is it? So he said, like, you know, silence your notifications, your emails, your messages, your social media, all of that. People know, for me, like, this is for him, he's like, people that know me know to call me, because that's the only way they can get a hold of me, because I don't check my phone that often. And I think one of the other things that he mentioned was, like, you know, call it quits when it's the end of the day. Just finish it. Like, sometimes, you know, you'd have to stay longer and get your stuff done, and that's okay. But when you are out of your work hours or work tasks, make it a point to not drag that with you. Like, disconnect from work so that you can connect with your family. So some really good messages. Like I said, I'll mention everything in the description box. I am slowly getting into it, but how much of it I implement is something that I need to work on next. So yeah, I need a few more sort of podcasts or like speakers that I can listen to, because there's not everyone is super relatable. He's quite easy on the ears, so he's got a really nice soft voice, and you can sort of follow the flow that he has, and he's pretty good. But again, he's just one of the first ones that I've discovered, so I really want to see who else is out there and how they can help me. But I am on this journey to sort of better myself, for personally for myself, but also to help me with my work and my life in general, and be a bit more organized, to be a bit more productive, have my priorities straight, and just, you know, be at my highest achieving self that I can be. That is my goal. So I'm slowly, at the age of 35, working towards that. But, you know, a start is a start. It's somewhere. But let me know if you guys listen to anyone cool, and you've taken some key learnings from them. Please share them down below. I would really love to discover new speakers, and I'm just getting into it, so I'm excited to find out what's out there. But on that note, I think I'm going to close this vlog here. So thank you so much if you've tuned in. If you're still watching, I really, really appreciate you. If you're here right now and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm loving these vlog style videos. They're so my cup of tea. I love watching them. I don't know why, I find them therapeutic. So if you're one of them that enjoys watching vlogs, please consider subscribing. But I hope you guys are keeping well, staying healthy, and like I've mentioned previously, here to here. So if there's anything you would like to get off your chest to a stranger as well, you know, just hit me up. I'm happy to listen. But take care, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.